Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man, the channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. So a lot of people are what they call stuck between a rock and a hard place in regards to this relationship stuff. On one side, you see that a lot of women ain't worth all of that, and you know, they want more than they worth, so on and so forth. And on the other side is people just have standards. People know what they want. You know, you got to do this. But let's break this relationship thing down. How can you stay in a relationship? How can a relationship go good where you won't end up divorced? Y'all asking the right person right here. My seatbelt is kind of twisted up, as always. But I can break this thing down for you. First thing, you got to be with somebody that's into you and is going to stay that way. Because it don't matter what you do. If she's not into you, or her mind is wandering, maybe she trying to be a classy wife on the outside, but she a thotty strife on the inside. It ain't nothing you could do, because who she is on the inside is gonna make its way to the outside. And some people say, well, you gotta lead. Listen, you can't lead a person that's not following you. Let me say that again. You can't lead a person that's not following you. See, this is where it's kind of like the in-between elements of importance in regards to relationship that the red pill don't really touch, neither the blue pill and the purple pill and all of that. So you get somebody that's into you, you get somebody that's gonna follow you, and then you meet that energy with the things that they want. But if you try to, okay, watch this. If you try to be the man with a woman that don't see you as the man, then you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna end up miserable. You're gonna end up a cuck. You're gonna end up divorced. See, women pretty much dictate where the relationship goes. A guy, he can ruin it, but he's not the dictator as to where the relationship goes. He's the dictator as to if there's a relationship in the first place. That's where we come in. That's when we decide. Like, we step to a woman, this, that, and the other, and they determine how far the relationship goes and what it is. That's what people don't realize. Like, again, let me say this again. You can't lead people that's not following you. So y'all can come up with all the remedies in the world, and everybody can come up and act like they're an expert in all of this. But what it's gonna boil down to is, if you know what a man is, and you're a man, and you know that a woman is supposed to follow your lead, you look back, she ain't back there. What you gonna do? You gonna go find her? No, that's not what I would advise. I would advise you to dump her and start all over again. You know, and you know, me personally, we not dogs, so we shouldn't just be sniffing around. Like I told y'all, I ain't finna smash nobody I don't like. I gotta like you. Like, it gotta be something about you that I like, more so than the physical. That's just me. Other guys might disagree. You know, you could disagree. You can agree to disagree. But that's just me. If I don't like them per se, I don't care. They can have the baddest body in the world. I ain't gonna want no parts of them, because that to me, that's jank. It's janky. So They dictate how the relationship turns up. You could be doing everything, and a lot of guys became red pill because they did everything and it still wasn't enough. She still cheated. She still left you for another dude. And some of them will leave you for a female. Oh, I would never do that. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. All it takes is the right drinks and the right atmosphere. And sin will come out like water out of a faucet. Like pee out of a wing ding. A lot of people commit those acts of sin and do some stuff if they think they're going to get away with it. And some people will take those acts to the grave depending on what type of image they want to portray. This is why this kind of talk is so popular right now. Because people are looking for answers. I'm giving them to you. Find a woman who likes you and is going to follow your lead. And when she does, reward it. Reward her with the things that she's looking for as a woman. See, where y'all mess up, y'all say stuff like, well, I just want to smash anyway. For what? You going to bring that negative energy on yourself. I just want to smash anyway. You gotta, listen, you gotta do more than want to just smash. And what's weird is I was never like that. Like, I always wanted to joke around and have fun with the females I dealt with. I don't like all that arguing, especially if I know I'm right and you trying to argue with me, it's just gonna make me even madder. But again, there's nothing wrong with being in a relationship, but you missing the keys. The keys are you gotta be willing to dump them instead of letting them waste your time and money. Don't be so quick to try to have kids and stuff. Kids cost money. And kids, they're lovable, but it's a lot that come with it. Like, you think when somebody get to rejecting your kids, you think you gonna just brush that off? That stuff hurt. When people dog your kids out, that is not fun. So y'all think kids is just me throwing the football around, this, that. It's way more to it. What if your kids are good guys and people try to bully them or try to tease them and do this and do that, and now your kid come home thinking something wrong with them? That's your kid. That stuff ain't fun. People experience that. Your kid is new on the job and they yelling at him instead of teaching him the job, cutting his hours and all that. You think that stuff fun? Wait till you experience it. People calling your kid the N-word. And don't think it goes away when they grow up. It don't. It don't. Now you gotta worry about who your kid's hanging around, this and that. It's always, you never stop being a parent. You never stop being a parent. So don't look to kids and relationships to solve your emptiness. Look to God. You know, y'all can't experience God because you're too arrogant. You think you don't need him. So when he see that, he be like, invisible to you. He don't do that to me. I'm gonna tell you flat out. I can feel the presence of God at any time. I say anything to him, and the presence just comes right down. But people missing the keys. And I can't say it enough. You gotta get a woman who's gonna follow your lead as a man. You gotta get somebody that's willing to contribute to your empire. And then your empire becomes their empire. It becomes our. The Y becomes our. Your. Your becomes our. See, it starts out as a question mark in the woman's mind whether or not she gonna contribute to your empire. And when she does, you don't reward her by beating on her, cheating on her. Y'all know what I say. You never be dishonest with women. For what? Let them leave if they gonna leave. Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. You're not gonna be the only one. I practice polygyny. Tell them the truth. Somebody will be like, you know what? I can respect that. Because people already have. People gonna be down for that. Because it's gonna become about just being with somebody that they can love, that they can help, that they can support. I see them police from the corner of my eye. Sometimes they just be stalking. So, it ain't nothing wrong. When a woman is into you, it's nothing wrong with you being into her. When they not into you, it's something wrong with you being into them. You don't try to win them. That's unbiblical even. Let's bring the Bible in it. Trying to win a woman is unbiblical. It is. You don't try to win them. You be yourself, and if they choose you, and they adapt to you, and they become who they supposed to be as a woman for you, then you give them what they want, or at least some of what they want. But it's just not smart to try to win a woman over that reject you. When they reject you, you reject them. That's how it's supposed to be. Because here's what happens, and I'm speaking from experience. You have to, if you have to run game on somebody, like if it take all this and that for you to get somebody, it's because they not into you. Then you win them over, but here's the thing. Those feelings will come back. You've been rejected a girl that was into you for one that ain't, and then down the line, your relationship is in shambles. You miss the basics of relationships. Even pimps say this. Get the one that like you, not the one you like. I mean, that's common. Now, if it's she like you, you like her, you could get somewhere. But if she like, oh, I got friends, all this, all that, all these other people, forget her. You not valuing yourself by going after somebody like that. You just not. This why it's people believe in incel. I don't believe it's a such thing. I believe those guys are just going for the wrong women. They're going for women who don't like them. If you think about it, if you deal with 5 women who like you, I guarantee you gonna reach home plate, buddy. If you deal with 5 women who don't like you, it's just gonna be the runaround. That's why I don't believe in telling women how much you make. Because if you make a lot, they might try to like you based on what you have. When I think that you should try to establish the connection first, and then if they find out what you have and they already liked you before they knew you had it, you might get somewhere. But this is why you see all these NFL players, NBA and baseball getting divorced after their careers is done. Because that woman got with them based on what they had. Now, there's some rare exceptions like Shaq. His girl was with him before that. LeBron, his girl was with him before that. But you meeting women out here and they see you on TV and all that. You're going to have a hard time in relationship. Celebrities have the hardest time with relationships. But if you're a regular guy with money in your pocket, don't flaunt it. She say, so what do you do for a living? Smile at her and say, why? Why do you need to know that? Because I just want to know. Well, if we get together, you'll find out. Stop telling these women what you have. Get you something. That's the only way where I ain't gonna lie to them, but I just wouldn't believe in just them just seeing what, like, I'm not gonna pull up in the Benz. I'm gonna pull up in the Bonneville. That's just me. I got a Benz and I went out on a date. I'm gonna leave that Benz in the garage and I'm gonna go buy me a clean, used car like a Bonneville or let me see, something more newer, like a Ford Flex or something, the 2015 or something like that. They ain't gonna know what I got. Or I'm gonna pull up, let's say it's before I arrive, before I arrive at my prosperity. I'm gonna pull up, car clean, vacuumed out, smelling good. So what do you do for a living? Why do you need to know that? Let them get mad. If they get mad, it's because they just a gold digger anyway. Say, why do you need to know that? Because I just want to know. Okay, well, we get together, you'll find out. For all I know, you could be a bum. For all you know, I might not be. That's not important. The important thing is, where can you and this person go in life? If the answer is nowhere, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Stop telling these chicks, stop you trying to be your best. When they gonna smell your doo-doo. So if you putting on the front, the first time some of them smell your doo-doo and your farts, some of them be done from there. That's why you should just let it progress. If it's gonna progress, let it progress. A woman should like you for what they see in you, not for what they see they can have. Y'all think y'all gotta be all buff. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I think I get just as many looks, dressed down, normal, as I did back in them days, all the muscle and this and that. Because the vibe I give off is masculine. When I come in the room, I don't care who you know or what you know. There's no fear. There's no nervousness. Only time I get nervous is if it's some weird stuff going on. That's normal. But ain't no dudes be like, my shooter's this, my that. Listen, none of that is gonna move me. And people can sense that. Like when I come in the room, like even when I was in correction, we was talking one night, and I'm getting ready to close this out. We was talking one night about people running up on people, jumping them, stuff like that. And the kid said, they ain't gonna be quick to do that to you, Howard. I said, why? He said, because you look like you got something, look like you ain't going for it. Some people is just like that. I mean, there's guys out there that's bigger than me, taller, bigger. But even guys, a lot of time, even when I come in the room with guys that's bigger than me, they sense the vibe that I give off. I'm an alpha. People can say they are alpha, you gonna give off the vibe. Like when I used to come in the room, like on most of my job, it get quiet. And people who can't handle the vibe, they start thinking of reasons to try to get me out of the picture. Ways that I'm not around. I'm not intimidated by people. And when I come around, a lot of people pick that up. And women like that. And y'all talk like, oh man, you old, you can't. Man, listen. Young and older women be looking. Sometimes with the young, they be worried about what people gonna think, this, that, and the other. But some of them don't. This ain't about looks. And if you try to make it about money, you ain't gonna last with these women. They gonna get what they want, and they gonna take half of your money. The best ones, the ones that's like predators, they'll play the role, and then they'll get the kids, the Brittany Renner type, will fool you and get what they want. Because they got the looks, and they got the sensuality, they got the charm. That's why you don't leave when you're trying to pull up in the Bentley truck. If I got the Bentley truck, she ain't gonna know. I'm pulling up in the Dodge Caravan. If I like her, she around, she into me and stuff, then be like, I'm gonna pick her up in the Bentley truck. But ain't no first, second, third date. If I got a Bentley truck, they ain't gonna know. That's where y'all be messing up too. That's why it's a blessing in some ways not to be a celebrity. In many ways. Because I can roll right up. I could be a millionaire and wouldn't nobody know. Because I ain't going to show you. You're going to have to earn that spot to know all that. If I got to go to a relative, hey man, let me use your car, man. A used car. You'll never know. If I got a Bentley truck, you ain't going to know. I ain't gonna I don't believe in trying to impress female. Thanks for watching though. Shout out to my new subscribers. Hit the like button. Share. We're gonna talk about this a little more later on.